So this is the Rapido 00 scale LNER Y7 dock tank, and it really is sort of a continuation of my series of locomotives I'm deeply surprised that someone has done ready to run. So 25, maybe 30 years ago I bought this, which is a completely flat pack loco. Did get as far as finding a motor and gearbox for it, but I don't know what I've done with the wheels. I just don't think I bought the wheels. So yeah, you know, I'm on track for 50 years to complete it. It does look quite like fun, but rolling the boiler I think is what's flummoxed me. I think everything else I could probably build, but getting that boiler into a circular frame is going to be tough. So, Rapido come along and sink that battleship anyway. And this is a gorgeous little model. It does have the limitation that tiny four-wheel locos have, which is limited pickup. They've tried to do it as best they can. There are plunger pickups behind the wheels. It does run superbly. So it is digital, there is sound decoder. I'll just grab the manual to find the functions. I was so impressed that I actually found that kit that I squirreled away years ago that I forgot the function list. So I've got it here now. It's an ESU Lock Sound 5, 19 functions. Just looking at the detail of the loco, so you've got room under here. You can see through to the representation of the valve gear. There's air gaps in the chassis. So I'm not quite sure where they've put the speaker, but it actually has reasonable volume and depth. That's normal running. Function 6 is heavy load. Let's see what that does. Yeah, it feels like deeper chuffs. Quite a bit of inertia. There is a brake function on function 2, and I think that probably brings it to a halt a little bit quicker. Function 10 says coasting. Yeah, so it goes into a light beat. And just a slack on the cylinders there. What they're calling train set mode on function 7 I think just turns all the inertia off, so let's have a look. Function 7. Oh yeah, so it's very responsive to the controller. It's what some manufacturers call direct drive. Right, let's turn that off. Right. What else have we got? Injectors. Blower. Safety valves. Yeah, so there's all sorts of operational sounds. I think there's a flange squeal here. Let's have a look. There we go, yeah. So it's a sweet little loco. there are couplings in the box. Let's quickly have a look what the spare parts are. Okay, so in this bag I've got the two couplings. They just have a little V groove and they push up into the chassis. Just thought it looked better without them. They stick out a long way. And that is the blank plug for the decoder. So it's got a sound decoder factory fitted. They've supplied the analog blank plug. They've also got a large pack of parts. There's a coal shovel in there, some tools. There's shunting pulls, dumb buffers and all sorts of things which they explain in the manual. I have to be honest, I don't know where the shunting pulls go on the loco. I would put everything on that page down to display case only anyway. Like the dumb buffers, you're going to have to remove the buffers from the loco, so I think we'll leave that well and truly alone. Yeah, I'd like to know how the shunting poles go. I'm not sure. It says not all versions, so I'd need to go and do some research to find out how they go.